by nature, explorers. The same curiosity that sends us to the stars at the speed of thought urges us to go there in reality. And whenever we make a great new leap, we elevate humanity, bring people and nations together, usher in new discoveries and new technologies. So remember to look up at the stars and not down at your feet.
So, welcome to Friday. Now, everybody likes Friday because it means the weekend's coming and you can enjoy yourselves and you don't have, well, some people don't have to work, others do. Now, Friday is actually named after the wife of Odin, Frigg or Freya, and is associated with the planet Venus, being the goddess of beauty, love and fertility. Now, she's the second planet from the Sun, and the Venus is known as Earth's evil twin because Venus is similar in size to our planet, but unlike our planet, unfortunately, she is completely inhospitable. We can't live there, and we'll go through why a little bit later on. But she's known as Earth's evil twin. And it's no wonder our ancestors saw Venus in the sky and named it after the goddess of beauty, because when you see her up there shining, it's absolutely stunning. She's amazingly bright. She's one of the brightest things in the sky, apart from the moon, of course, and the sun. And she looks really, really cool, greeting us either in the morning or the evening. So she's known as the morning star or the evening star. Absolutely stunning to see. Now, like Mercury, being closer to the sun, she kind of sets before nightfall. So Venus itself can only really be seen around these times, so in the morning or the evening. Mercury sets a lot quicker, so you only have kind of like a short window to see it. But Venus will be up for a few hours afterwards, so you can't miss her at all, the way she shines up there. So that's why, as I said, she's known as the morning or evening star. Absolutely stunning in the sky. Now, the reason she looks so bright and was named after the goddess of beauty is mainly due to her atmosphere. It's really, really reflective, the visible light. Mercury has barely any atmosphere. Venus has tons. Venus has too much. So she's really beautiful to look at, but inside, terrible personality, horrible. She rains sulfuric acid, her atmosphere will crush you, being around about 92 times the Earth's pressure. That's a lot. And also she'll suffocate you. And she's really, really hot-tempered. So overall, see how beautiful she is? But don't go near her. Don't go and land there, because she will kill you. Now, her atmosphere is a combination of carbon dioxide and sulfuric acid. It creates a kind of greenhouse effect, which traps the heat. And then that heat is unable to escape due to the atmosphere and the pressure and how it all stays there. So it actually makes Venus, not Mercury, the hottest planet in our solar system at around about 464 degrees Celsius every single day. So that is gas mark 16 on your oven, which I imagine it doesn't even go up that high. So you wouldn't want to cook a pizza there or anything. Now, because of this really thick atmosphere, we are unable to really see any surface details, and originally, funnily enough, our ancestors thought that it was a dead swampy land with big insects and lizards and amphibians, a bit like Earth was millions of years ago. But since then, we've managed to send some probes there. Some have actually landed on the surface, and the probes have actually revealed to us that there are enormous volcanoes, barren lands and inhospitable surface. 500 million years ago, it had a flurry of volcanic activity, perhaps helping create its dense atmosphere, dooming the planet. Now, apart from all of this, looking beautiful, being horrible on the inside, and not being able to actually see what's going on, Venus wants to be different to all the other planets. So Venus has decided to spin backwards. So all the planets orbit the same way around the Sun, but Venus spins the opposite way as she goes around the sun. How did that happen? Nobody really knows. They don't know whether she's flipped upside down in a collision or something like that. So she spins the opposite way. That's cool. It's different. I like that. Also, a day on Venus is longer than a year. I'll let you think about that for a moment. So a day is longer than a year. How does that work? So Venus turns so slowly that it actually orbits the sun once before it even spins once on its own axis. So imagine the work hours there, working longer than a year. It'd be horrific. So there's another reason not to go to Venus. Now, when looking at Venus in our skies, you'll be able to make out its phases with a telescope, maybe binoculars as well, as it orbits the sun. Because Venus and Mercury are between Earth and the sun, as they go around in orbit, you actually see phases, which is something really cool to see. And as I said with Mercury, if you heard the Mercury talk, Galileo saw this because he was one of the first people to put a telescope up and actually looked at the moon and looked at the planets. And it's one of the things that helped change our thinking process of, you know, not everything revolves around us. So not everything goes around the Earth. And we'd like to think it does sometimes, but it doesn't. And that we actually go around the sun. Now you're seeing this picture here. The big picture obviously is NASA because I can't get that close. The other two pictures at the top are mine, and I took them just using an iPhone 5 for a telescope, which is a 10-inch Dobsonian, and you can clearly see the phases there. So you can get pictures of Venus just using an iPhone up against a telescope. It's not hard, but it's not easy. You have to kind of hold it, move it back and forth, focus it, change it a bit and take a picture. But it's doable. If I can do it, I'm just a random guy that picked up a telescope, so you can as well. The one just below was actually off of Canva, so off the internet, but it does really show you the sort of pictures you can get of Venus and what you can see. So go out there, see the goddess of beauty, and don't visit her because she's horrible on the inside. So clear skies, and remember, there's a billion worlds in your back garden.